Hello my YouTube friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, how are you? We are, as I discussed in one of my previous videos, approaching Christmas very, very quickly. So that also means that Black Friday is coming up, so I want to put some of my money that I've got in my envelopes back into the bank so that I can start preparing for some of these online purchases that I will be making. Also, if you've got a little list, like I've got a little list going for Black Friday, let me know in the comments what you're going to buy or what you've got your eye on, because I'm always open to suggestions. But for the time being, let's go through, let's take out some money that we're going to take back to the bank, because I also want to do a little bit of a cash condensing with this money before I take it back to the bank. Now, I also, and don't get me wrong, the irony of this is not lost on me, I don't have any balance banked slips. I've got one that I found in my drawer, and I know that right in the next room I have the printer, the computer, the designs. I have everything available to me to make balance bank slips. The fact that I have none, yes, I know it's a little bit comical, but anyways, I've got one, and I'm going to be sharing the love with that balance bank slip once the money comes out of here. So Christmas, let's have a little look-see. We have $100, $200, $300, $450. So let's pop that there. Oh, we better set this up right from the beginning, shan't we? Okay, let's get this. Where's my pen? Here. I'm gonna just put on here, I'm gonna write $450 each because they're exactly the same amount. And I've still got money from this month that needs to go in there, and then obviously November. So there will be a little bit of cash that comes back into these, but the main chunk of it, the $900, I want that to go back to the bank. So let me just pop this here, and let's get oh my lord, let's get Black Friday. And let's tidy as we go. We've got 51, 52, 53, 54, 450. Oh, all of these 50s are so beautiful and new and lovely. So what I'm thinking of doing, going like so, and then maybe like so, just to like keep them together. This is my interim solution, so maybe let's do that, and maybe let's put them to the back because there won't be as much going into them now. Okay, let's start from the start. Let's see what we can condense. I might bring this forward just for the moment, but in beauty we've just got 170. I do like to protect these $100 bills, so I might actually, when I say protect, I mean keep them. So I'll put two back. I'll take one of those beauties to conveniently put in beauty. So that's still got 170. Fun, we're sitting on 100, but I don't really like to have big notes in fun because I spend out of there so often. Gifts. Now I'm going to have to come back to gifts because I want to condense this. So maybe it's best if I pause here at gifts, and let's jump into the savings challenge binder. Let's get that pen out of there. Okay. All right. So in the $1,000 savings challenge, let's condense some of this. Got 50, so we've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So we want to have that and that. Is that right? Oh gosh, it's been so long since I've done a condensing. 10, 20, 25, so 25, 50, 75, 110. 110, beauty. And we've got 20s, and we've got all of the 5s. So, and what we might do, I'm going to take these 250s and I'm going to have 100, because I know this money will sit in here for a while, and that 100 can be protected for a little while longer. Alrighty, $10 notes, 50, 70, 90, 100, 130. So let's take 20 and take 20. Let's take 50, 70, 90, 100 for 100. And now we've got a nice little array of notes at our disposal. So 130 in $10 notes. Pop him in there, and I've saved all the $100 notes, which is good. I might even steal that one from Beauty and put it somewhere else, but we have $20, $40, $60, $80 in there, so nothing I can do with that. What have we got in the 150? We've got 150, so let's take these two 20s and this 10, swap it over for a 50. Pop that in there. 26 Fridays, we just have the $25 in there, so nothing to be done. Spooky Vibes, we've got 55, so let's take the 10, the two 20s for a 50. All right, we are looking a lot skinnier now, which makes me very happy. Okay, boom. Now let's go back into here. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to change over the Beauty, but I'll leave it for now. But we've got 100 in there, so gifts we can do something. We've got 50, we've got 20, so I might take the 10 and a 20, so 20 going back in. I feel like I'm doing this in a really backwards way, and I apologize if it's confusing, but it's making sense to me. So at the end of this, we should have $900 over here. Nothing in clothing because I went a little mad. I found the nicest pair of pants at Valley Girl, and so I went back, I bought another pair in black, and I bought a pair in grey. I just thought, these things are going to last me forever. They're nice for work. They're just nice to like dress down really casually. Oh, they're amazing. Anyways, so that's why I've got no money left in clothing. Home, what do we got? 50, 20, 35. So let's keep the 5. Let's keep a 10. Let's put back 20 for a 20. And then we've nearly got all the colours of the rainbow in there. So that's in home. All right, prepaid. What have we got here? We've just got a straight standard $150 in here. So nothing that can be done there. This is just about done as well. I can nearly take this back to the bank. I've got $20 more, I believe, to save. And that one is all good. So Christmas and Black Fridays are empty. RAC is fully funded and back in the bank. I'm very happy with that. And then I've got my new car tracker back here, and we're currently sitting on, I think this has gone up from here because I'm naughty and I haven't updated my tracker, but I will do that in a little bit. For now, let's give all of this a count. Look at this wad. This wad of, if I could get it right, wad of 50s. And I might even go down to the shops now and take this back, just so it's one less thing that I have to think about and do. So we're aiming for $900 here. We have 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 720, 740, 760, 780, 790, 800, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Beautiful. Now it caught my eye while I was counting. For my coin and note collecting fans out there, if you ever get yourself an AA, it might be something worth holding on to. I believe, don't quote me, but it just means that it was one of the first notes printed in that prefix. I think it goes AA. That means it's like the first run, and then I think this number here is the year that it was printed. So this should be one of the first lot of notes that was printed in 2017. So then see how we go like to BB, AJ. So these ones get a little bit further along in the production line. Again, don't quote me. I don't collect notes or anything like that. It's just something that I've picked up along the way. But we have our $900 here. This is all going back to the bank. I'm very glad this is coming out of my envelopes and going back into the bank just for a little bit of safekeeping. Like I say, I will put a tiny little bit more cash into Christmas and Black Friday before we get to that point, but for the most part these things are pretty much empty, which is good. I might even take some of my completed savings challenge money and put it into the bank as well, because that's probably where it's going to end up anyways, in my car sinking funds. But yes, for the time being, we can enjoy our little fan of beautiful money, and that is all from me. So if you have made it all the way to the end, in honor of this beauty, let's leave a rainbow emoji in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you very soon in the next one.